Hello guys, and welcome here to the Lyft National Series race number 2 here today from the Homestead Miami Speedway. I'm Brian James here in the booth with you today, and starting from the pole will be Austin Shaw at number 48, and to his outside will be the number 34 of Dylan Ibrahimian. Daytona was a wreck fest. Only 22 cars finished, and Austin Shaw, of course, was not one of them, and I don't believe Dylan Ibrahimian was either. It was a wreck fest, which, of course, Dan Hummel won in overtime. Dan Hummel, for the second straight season, we had a driver go from 38th to 1st in the opening Daytona race. Okay, we had that last year with Daniel Guerrero. This season, it was Dan Hummel, so I think it's a safe bet from now on at the February Daytona race that you can just bet on whoever finishes last is going to finish first. It's also the second straight season that race went to overtime. This season, thus far, we've gone to overtime, and of course the last two races of the Lyft National Series we've gone to overtime before that. So it's 3 straight races we've had an overtime finish. Could we see the same today? That is going to be the real question, or will the streak come to an end? We're going to find that out, and of course we'll also find out who will win today here at Homestead in just a few short moments. Real quick, let's roll the intro, and we'll be back with your starting lineup here on GCN in just a moment. Your GCN presentation starts right now. Here we go. The starting lineup is going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. Of course, Austin Shaw, Dylan Ibrahimian going to lead us to the green. You saw Axel Smith up front. Of course, there's some names at the back you're going to want to keep an eye on as well as you look on down the rest of the list. The pace car is off. And these guys, and again, I stress once more, that pit lane, the pit entry, going to be tricky today. Of course, for 34 laps, we'll see how these guys manage it. As we come to the tri-oval, Austin Shaw, Dylan Ibrahimian, they're going to lead us to the green flag. We're underway at Homestead. You see that 34 really gave the 48 a run for his money that lap, but Austin Shaw hangs on to lead the opening lap. Again, it was his teammate and the defending champ that won at Homestead, and Western New York Autosport off to a hot start in the lower series. Of course, Karen James winning yesterday's race, and she dominated that race. You know, Austin Shaw hoping for the same success today. Oh, they wrecked behind. Huge wreck. It's Tyler Blurick once again. He's around. The caution is out. Boy, Tyler Blurick can't catch a break, can he? Some of these guys who needed to avoid trouble today, unfortunately found it once again. Up front, the battle back to the line. It looks like Austin Shaw is going to lead. Oh, I hear more wrecking. Oh, they wrecked coming to the line. The ARCA brakes have kicked in. Oh, Dan Hummel heavily damaged. Tim Horton out once again. Oh, man. And Tyler Blurick ends up in there. Oh, man. More of the same here. Must be a Florida thing that we're wrecking like this. But you see the cars coming down the pit lane. So we'll show that to you, and then of course we'll show you the two wrecks that led us to our opening caution. Here they come, at least right side so far. Looks like that's all they're going to do, and the 54 Daniel Gittero will gain the lead. Let's go see what happened. Looks like a tight two-wide battle. Nick Lange and the 99 Jessica Ward, they just hook each other, and this just drags Tyler Blurick right into this. Around he goes, and unfortunately some of these guys scattering, trying to get around it. And a lot of them get a lot of damage trying to get around the 18. You see the 99 takes the most of it, and actually not too much taking damage now that I look at it. But you see a lot of guys had to scatter to the apron to avoid this, and the 26 came up rough back onto the banking. But let's fast forward this, because then there's another wreck that occurs coming to the line. And here's where it starts with the 25, I believe. No, it starts even further ahead. Might be the 15 of Steve Johnson. No, actually it's Zach Fitzwater and all these guys up ahead. 4 wide and Homestead, just not going to work. And you see right here, they're trying to get organized. And 39 just kind of gets pinched in the middle of this. It wrecks the 98. Hans Dubois takes a bit of damage. Zach Fitzwater cuts down the track. And then, of course, everybody has to check up. Nobody really knows what's going on ahead. And this is just what causes this chain reaction that you see. Everyone's checking up, thinking they can get through. Tim Horton here just keeps adding to his bad luck here. Slams right into the back of the 98. 99 gets heavy damage out of this, and just look at this. They're still stacking up. ARCA braking at its finest. Oh, just a tough break all around. Then here comes Tyler Blurick. Oh, he just gets a little bit of damage, but still enough to have an impact. Tough break for everyone involved. Let's take you back to the green. Welcome back. A lot of cars with some heavy damage, but there are 4 that are out of the race. Dick Clark, Tim Horton, Cliff Clark, and Sebastian Bennett. Tough breaks for those 4. As Daniel Gittero will lead us back to the green. Austin Shaw in second, Dylan Ibrahimian in third, Kyle Orlando in fourth, Dario Vasquez fifth, Pretty Shaw in sixth, Nicole Hill in 7th, Axel Smith in 8th, Averill Mead in 9th, and Dave James. He'll round out your top 10. Daniel Gittero, I thought he'd be the odds-on favorite at Daytona. He didn't get the job done, but he's leading here at Homestead. As the green flag flies, we're back underway. A great restart for the 54. Of course, now we'll see if everybody's calmed down. You see it's kind of separated into 2 packs right now. Oh, the 48's going to go really wide. Might have gotten into those marbles a little bit. But you see right there, the 54 is going to check out. And the 48's going to hang on to the position. Now Austin Shaw will start to try to track down the 54. You see the 65 making an unscheduled stop. An issue for Dave James. Here comes Austin Shaw with Dylan Ibrahimian. Dylan Ibrahimian, a guy who was so close to so many wins last season. He's still in position once again. Oh, the 25 had an issue too. But again, the 25 has damage from a wreck. So really, the only Western New York Autosport car in contention is that 48. As you see the 78 merge. And he's going to merge right in front of the leaders. This is going to cause a lap traffic moment presented by Fitzwater's Angriness. And this is just going to cause all sorts of problems back there. But the leaders get by, and we have a battle for the race lead. So after this, I do believe we get a week off for the Lyft National Series. And then, of course, we'll return at Richmond. Then we go to Circuit of the Americas, our first road course of the season. And we got Dover up next before heading to Talladega in Mid-Ohio. Those are the upcoming races on our schedule. Of course, we got a little business to get through here today. And then, of course, tomorrow we got the Cup race at Homestead, a rare Sunday night event for the Jello Cup Series. And we hope you'll tune in. Of course, I believe immediately following this race, we'll have the ARCA race. I believe it's ARCA East. So you won't want to miss that action. Up ahead, the 25. And it looks like he's going to come back to the pit lane. He might as well just retire. But I think he's staying out there trying to see if he can get some points. Here we go. You see the 54s holding everybody up, including his teammate. And Austin Shaw going to look for the lead here. Might be easier said than done. He's got Kyle Orlando behind him. Now Kyle Orlando going to make it 3 wide for the lead, and the 54 will hang on for the time being. Man, Austin Shaw had the check up there. Here comes the 54 to the pits. This will hand the lead to Kyle Orlando, the BJ McLeod driver, leading the race. Now here's the question, when can we expect the rest of the leaders? Not this time, we don't expect them. Yeah, so ARCA Premier is right after this. Again, I just had to double check, but ARCA Premier is immediately following this race. here, so you don't want to miss it. Hopefully we don't go into overtime, or we're going to have two premieres going at once. But here we go. Now the leaders will pit this time, and the 5 runs it wide. A big mistake by a rookie. That is going to kill the 5 on pit exit. He just lost a ton of time, and Dario Vasquez will take over the lead. But again, we saw the drivers that did the undercut benefited greatly from that strategy. Here comes Austin Horton. That 77's going to get sent just a little wide, but I think he'll be good. That's what I was talking about, pit entry, and then of course Keith Stevens, who was drag racing there. Anyway, here comes Dario Vasquez once again. I do believe this should be final stops. I could be wrong. See, they're going to do 4 tires and fuel. And Vasquez will win the race off. There's the 54, there's the 48, and I think the 48's got glitch damage. I believe the 19 cycled out in front of him. Yeah, it was a glitch. The 48's good. Anyway, you see these cars merging, but the 19 of Pretty Shaw will become the race leader. And it's a Joe Gibbs 1-2 at the moment. Actually, it's the 65 that's leading, according to our scoring right now. Dave Hashey in second. But here comes the 65 now. Alexander Rowe and the 31 coming down this time. So Dave Hashey will become the new race leader. But I don't imagine it'll be for long. Of course, he is on some worn tires. 2 seconds back. You see a 30.737 that time. He's 3/10 slower than leader. So if I was him, I'd come this time. And he's going to stay out. He is about to lose a ton of track position. The good news is they're not closing that quick. Of course, Dave Hashey, a road course ringer, had an okay start to his career last season here in the Lyft National. I do believe he won at Indy, if I'm not mistaken. Always a good thing when you win there. Look at this. The battle for second is on the presumptive race lead in the next lap or two. It's between the teammates. Austin Shaw's going to make it a 3-wide battle. Oh, he hooked the 54. Now he's going to slide up and try to block him. This is not a good idea. 3 wide for the lead. As the 1 comes to the pit lane, the teammates go up the track. Daniel Gittero forces his teammate up the track. And this is going to be a topic of discussion later. Oh man, I'm shocked they didn't wreck there. Austin Shaw to the lead, but oh man. The concept of teammate and best friend just went out the door. If you're in the 54, or if you're in the 19, he just Dino Gitro just tried to dump his own teammate for the race lead, and it might have just costed both of them. Somehow they don't wreck it, though, so that's great to see. See, Pretty Shaw hangs on to the position for now. 77 went up to 4th. Here comes Axel Smith, though, for that position. Now you see Daniel Gitero making another charge, and I'm shocked the 19's going to let him go inside. Here comes the 19. Keep in mind, he's got to be pretty upset right now with what just transpired. Or she's got to be very upset with what transpired, I should say. And look at this, down the front stretch, it looks like Austin Shaw's going to lead the lap with 6 to go. But dead ahead is a damaged race car. And that's the 99 of Jessica Ward. Oh, the 54 is going to come in. He doesn't have enough gas. And might have worn his tires out, and he shoots it wide, I think. But here we go. Pretty Shaw is going to battle once again for the lead with that lap traffic coming up. Where will the 99 go? He'll go high. And that's a mistake right there. As the lap traffic moment is presented by Fitzwater's Angerness. With 5 laps of racing to go, we're going to come to 4 to go this time. Oh, look at this door-to-door action, and the 19 is going to take the race lead with 4 laps of racing to go. And here they come to the pit lane. Now the battle for the lead is 3 wide once again. The 17 gets shot up the track. But it won't matter too much. The 2 Chevys to the inside. 3 to go. Oh, the 77 moves that 17 high again. But can't hang on. And that middle groove just has absolutely no grip. And you see there the 07 cuts down, I should say. And Axel Smith will become the new race leader. We come to 2 laps of racing to go here at Homestead. Axel Smith looking to get his first win of the season. See the 77 pitting, so is the 6 back there. And I believe he's going to be the man to stay out. I see some dust. Could it bring out a caution? This would kill the 17. White flag is out. 1 lap of racing to go, presented by Mitchell's Memes. The caution, if it did come out, wouldn't matter. And Axel Smith wrecked out of last race, I believe, in the opening crash here, and he's gonna pit. A memeable moment on the final lap. Oh boy. Pretty Shaw goes by, so does the 07. The 17 is the only car yet to pit. And I don't think it's going to matter. Axel Smith is going to win at Homestead on the pit lane. We've seen these kinds of finishes before. Congratulations to Axel Smith. An engine issue, huh? Interesting. But congratulations to Axel Smith. He is the big winner today. You see the 77 Keith Stevens comes home in second. And as you see the rest of the leaderboard fill out, We want to thank you for watching. We're going to show you results and standings, and we will see you back here, I believe, in a week or two when Lyft National Series returns at Richmond. Until then, guys, goodbye, everyone.